This is the story of Walter Nebuchadnezzar. Doing what he likes best, fighting crime in the streets. You see, Walter's a policeman. Unfortunately, the chief doesn't want Walter on the streets.
Captain, get back to your cage, boy. Now!
So Walter must fight crime in his own way, in the computer room. That's where he's an expert. Fortunately for me, Walter's advanced knowledge of electronics led him to experiment with what is called a hologram. That's a very fancy word for a three-dimensional picture that, when perfected, can be made to look real, sound real. As a matter of fact, given enough power, it can even be made to feel real. That's kind of what got me into this world. My name is Automan. You must be Walter Nebuchadnezzar.
How did you know that?
It's on the programming you fed into my system. I must say, Walter, you're very good. Very good indeed. I look wonderful.
If you do say so yourself.
Well, you programmed me to be honest. But tell me, why did you call me Automan?
It means that you're the world's first truly automatic man. You can do anything because you're not real.
Oh, but I am. I'm as real as you are, just different. And thanks to you, perfect.
Nobody's perfect, Automan.
Well, that's not true, Walter. You've programmed me to observe other people and do whatever they can do as well as they can do it. Jimmy Connor's playing tennis, John Travolta dancing. In fact, on a scale of 1 to 10, think of me as an 11.
I've created a monster.
No, what Walter really created was a wonderful force for good. Automan. That's me.
Look, I've been working on this project for 10 years. I refuse to allow a bunch of bankers to jump in and grab control.
And you figure it'll take $2 million to finish the construction?
To do it right.
How much can you raise? Cash. American.
350,000.
It should work out just fine. You can buy $350,000 worth of cocaine down here.
Cocaine? Oh, I don't know.
Come on, trust me. I guarantee you can sell it in the States for at least $3 million.
To who?
Don't worry. They'll call you. It's all part of the deal.
You make it sound so easy.
For someone like you, it is. You're a distinguished businessman. No one would suspect you of carrying drugs. See, it's the scuzzies they watch out for.
Why don't you do it yourself, if you don't mind me asking?
Are you kidding? Hey, this is Bobby Sawyer you're talking to. I set 1 foot on U.S. soil and they throw me in jail for 200 years. No. That's one trip I don't plan on taking.
Well, what's next?
Well, you get the cash, you get the dope, and you are back in business.
Sawyer, I want to thank you for your help.
Sure. Woody?
What are you doing?
It's not what I'm doing, it's what you are.
Oh, wait a minute. We had a deal. I gave you the money.
Yeah, well, Mr. Sawyer's been known to Welch. Just chalk it up to experience.
Wait a minute.
Come on.
persons. Captain, will you give me a break? I'm a homicide detective.
This is not missing persons. A missing person is a husband who runs away with his secretary to Pittsburgh.
Uh-huh, so what is this, then?
All right. Last month, a man named James Dowling went to a Caribbean island called San Cristobal and disappeared.
Sounds like missing persons.
I haven't finished yet.
Why couldn't this Dowling just be hiding out down there? People do skip, right?
Of course, anything is possible, but I do not see myself taking this idea to the chief unless I have some very hard evidence.
Isn't San Cristobal one of those tax shelter islands where all kinds of financial finagling goes on?
Exactly. According to his brother, Dowling was trying to close some kind of a deal with somebody in a bank down there, Miss Leanne Lou.
And even knowing that, the authorities in San Cristobal haven't come up with anything?
The chief told me to put the best cop in L.A. on this, Curtis. You're going to take Caldwell here with you.
Me?
Yes. Troubled boss runs off with his secretary. It'll be good bait.
Give me 10 minutes, and I'll be packed and ready to go.
All right, now,
Nebuchadnezzar.
I want you to get on that machine of yours and create an unbreakable cover for them.
Consider it done, sir.
Wally, seems to me something else from that part of the world has been coming in on bulletins.
You're right. I better run it on the computer.
Well, don't just stand there. Get on it, boy, now.
Hello, Walter.
Hello, Otto. What have you found out?
Well, your suggestion that I see if there were any other disappearances in the Caribbean was a good one. My friend, the FBI computer, says 6 more men have vanished on business trips to San Cristobal Island in the past 18 months.
With no trace?
Well, no, not exactly. Last month, the body of one of the missing men washed up on Wynwood Key in Florida.
Body? Otto, does your friend at the FBI know the cause of death?
Sorry, Walter, the sharks didn't leave much to analyze.
I better call the lieutenant.
Wait, cursor can go through the circuits more rapidly.
We're sorry, your international call cannot be completed at this time.
There's a breakdown at the relay station in San Cristobal.
Please hang
It'll
up
be at
and
least
try
4 hours before we can get through.
We don't have 4 hours, Otto. Lieutenant Curtis and Roxanne's lives are in danger.
Then I suggest we go down there by the fastest available means.
Another ride in the autoplane?
The tropics. I've always wanted to see them. Hot, sultry nights, music carried by the trade winds.
Always, Otto? Since when have you cared about sultry nights and trade winds?
Ever since we saw High Wind to Java, remember? The Late Show.
How could I forget? For 2 weeks, you started every conversation with land ho.
There's an abandoned airfield nearby. Cursor will set us down there.
Senor Carnes, I forgot to give you the card for your complimentary dinner. Don't forget your costumes. The carnival begins tonight. There will be many parties, much celebrating.
Well, thank you very much, but we're here to work. We won't have much time for party.
Oh, but you and Mrs. Carnes must at least watch the fireworks. They are very romantic.
It's Miss Reynolds. I'm his secretary.
Of course.
Roxanne and Lieutenant Curtis will be surprised to see us.
They'll be more than surprised if you show up looking like that. Before we go any further, you better change into something a little more suitable.
I have just the thing. Close your eyes.
Otto, this is no time for...
Please, indulge a poor hologram.
Poor? Oh, all right.
Walter, you can look now. What do you think?
Stand very still, senores. You are under arrest.
Otto.
An unfortunate complication, Walter. If we're in jail, we won't be able to warn Lieutenant Curtis.
There's no way I can make a run for it, but you can.
You want me to leave you in danger?
We haven't any choice. Only please, don't let him see what you are.
Not to worry, Walter. Discretion is my middle name.
Wait, don't!
You will tell me what happened to your friend, senor, and the plane that brought you in, if you want to live.
Yes, would you please page Miss Roxanne Reynolds?
Call for Miss Roxanne Reynolds. Miss Roxanne Reynolds, you're wanted on the house phone, please.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Caldwell.
Automan, what are you doing here?
Walter and I came down together.
Came down together? How? No, wait. I don't want to know.
You know, this guy's behind you.
Do you?
Yeah, that's Wally's friend, federal agent. No, don't turn around. I might blow his cover. Just ask him what he wants.
I came here to warn you. Dowling isn't the only man who's disappeared here. And at least one other victim is dead. The two of you are in greater danger than you thought.
Well, that comes with the territory. We're professionals just like you are.
Lieutenant, I'm proud of you. In fact, everyone in Washington is keeping an eye on Jack Curtis.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. But you didn't come here just for that.
No, I'm also here to help. You carry on. I've got some names here to check out at the hotel, and then I must get back to Walter.
Back to Walter? Where's Wally?
Well, in jail, I imagine. But don't worry. I'll do what I can.
Don't worry.
We shot at them, El Capitan, and the man just disappeared.
You mean took off and flew away?
No, sir, no. The plane had already left. This one's friend just vanished into thin air. Poof, just like that.
You want me to believe your prisoner is a magician as well as a smuggler, is that it?
I'm neither one, Captain. Just a lowly law enforcement officer like yourself. Well, maybe lowly's the wrong word. For you, I mean.
The field where you were found is well known to be used by smugglers. We catch them there all the time.
You didn't catch one this time.
Oh, no? They often use false documents, including police credentials.
Captain Romano, if you want to believe the incredible story the sergeant is telling, go right ahead. But it's going to be hard to explain to your superiors, especially when they learn that you've interfered with the performance of my duty.
And just what is your duty?
Someone has been luring Americans here, and I believe murdering them.
I think we made a mistake, Sergeant, and we owe this gentleman an apology.
But, sir, this...
Sergeant?
Yes, sir. Lo siento.
Sorry to have detained you, Officer Nebisher.
That's Nebuchadnezzar.
Whatever. We do our best here, but this being a port of call for so many people from so many different countries, sometimes things get out of hand.
Oh, I understand.
I hope your stay in San Cristobal is a fruitful one. If you need anything, don't hesitate to call. Follow him.
Walter, you escaped without me. That's good. But shouldn't you be running instead of walking away?
Otto, I don't have to run.
Oh, you don't? That's very good.
Right. See, I didn't escape. I just flashed my badge.
Oh, that's very bad.
Bad? Why?
I've been to every hotel in town looking for proof that Dowling and the other missing men arrived here.
So, what's that got to do with showing my badge?
It seems that all registration records are turned over to the police every week. When I went to check them out via the police computer, I found a most amazing thing.
What?
An officer by the name of Captain Romano is in charge of the records, and he had them all erased.
I'm not sure I understand why you came all the way down here, Mr. Carnes. Certainly there are banks in Los Angeles that would loan you money.
Of course there are. If it was a loan I needed, I wouldn't have had a problem.
But you said you were in need of money.
Miss Lou, I am in need of money, but not a loan.
What is it then?
Well, I was hoping you might have some suggestions.
You mean like an investment?
An investment, yes. That sounds more like what I had in mind.
You realize that investment may be risky.
I didn't build up $1 million business without taking a few risks.
Surely the bank would be hardly in a position of advising you on something like this.
Well, possibly not, but certain friends of mine in the States have indicated that you might be more resourceful, Miss Lou.
Friends?
Well, never mind. I'm sure I've taken too much of your time already. I'm sure I'll find some way to improve my cash position.
Mr. Collins, do you have a phone number where you're staying?
Hello?
Robert, I believe I may have found another customer for you. His name is Jake Carnes, and he sounds right.
How right?
I ran him through the computer. His company is filing for bankruptcy, and he can still get his hand on a good amount of cash.
How good?
$500,000?
Where did you find him?
He found me.
We spend half our time scouring the records, looking for the right men. And this one just walks in the front door? No, I don't think so, Leanne.
Whatever you say, Robert.
Captain Romano's here.
Here?
He says it's important.
Well, by all means, show the captain in.
Mr. Sawyer, you're looking very well.
Alberto, to what do I owe this pleasure?
To me, of course. You know something? This place grows more and more comfortable each time I see it.
You don't get anything without working hard for it, Romano.
Americans, always so quick to come to the point. No appreciation of subtlety. Come, walk with me.
There had better be a point, Romano.
You like it?
Very nice. Is it yours?
Oh, no. This is much too showy for a poor captain of police. I'm going to give this to my mistress. As a matter of fact, I'm giving one to each one of my mistresses.
Toys like this cost a great deal of money.
Exactly. I want a bigger cut.
You're getting 20%.
I want 50.
You're not worth it.
Oh, really? Who makes all this possible? Who enables you to stay here? Who protects your identity and keeps you from being extradited, huh?
All right, what's happened?
There's an American policeman on the island. He doesn't know it yet, but he's looking for you.
And for 50%, you'll keep him away, is that it?
For 50%, I keep my sainted mother away.
Well, I guess I don't have much choice for now.
No, you don't.
Tell me, would it bother you to kill a policeman?
Not anymore.
Hello?
You still think that pigeon looks good?
I believe your saying is his tongue is hanging out.
All right, set him up. I want to look him over.
Kid on the 4th of July.
Yeah, I'd enjoy it a lot more if I knew what was happening to Automan.
Wally, you created Automan. You programmed him. How can you not know where he is?
Because of this note. Walter,
I've gone to investigate the fruits of the tropics. Signed, Otto.
Investigate the fruits of the tropics? How can he do that without you?
Well, it's like an overgrown child on his first trip from home. Otto's feedback circuits make him curious about life and things. Oh, no.
Tell me it isn't.
It is. You see if you can find out how Jack's doing. I'll try and handle Fred Astaire.
What are you doing?
Hello, Walter. It's called the limbo.
Cover yourself.
But why, Walter? Now I look like everybody else.
Otto, this is crazy.
No, it's fun. It's torrid. It's limbo. It's me.
Otto, you can't do this.
But Walter, this is the tropics. Pungent smells of the jungle, steamy women with erotic desires. By the way, Walter, what is an erotic desire?
Never mind. Otto, I've got to talk to you now.
Certainly, Walter, but it does seem to be my turn again.
No! We have work to do. You have to talk to the computer at the bank.
All right, Walter, but I was a notch away from an island record.
I'm being watched.
No problem. Cursor?
Madre de Dios. It's him, the one who disappeared. Rápido, rápido.
It was just bad luck running into him.
You call doing the limbo in public bad luck? I call it bad judgment.
All of my judgment was programmed by you.
So, I'm not perfect.
Sorry, I keep forgetting.
Basta, Raul. Basta. This time he will not get away, Raul. This time I am not seeing things. Or am I? If he can make that turn, so can we.
Imbecile! I take care of myself.
They're not giving up.
No problem. The good thing about an island is its isolation. We can open it up, let it all the stops. There's no one out here on the open road to get hurt. Walter, are you all right?
Oh, nothing a good orthopedic surgeon can't fix.
If you do not make this turn, I will take the wheel myself.
Idiot! Idiot! I will drive.
That last turn did it. There's no way they can catch up now.
There's only one problem.
What's that?
There's only one road, and where we have to get is back that way.
The bank to check the records.
Right.
No problem. We're as good as there.
If you want something done right, you must do it yourself. Raul, if you mention one word of this to anyone, you are a dead man.
Ready, Walter?
Let's go. Otto, why don't you speak to the computer in symbols? It's faster.
I was about to suggest the same thing.
Why all of a sudden do you need a great deal of money?
You know, I stayed complacent, and the competition didn't. They went ahead. Now I've got to buy a lot of rolling stock, and I thought you weren't interested.
I know a man that might be able to help you. There are, however, some, let us say, ethical consideration involved.
Oh, come on. I've run a lot of red lights in my time. I don't mind doing it again.
We have a few moments before my friend is expecting us. The best view for the firework is in the other room.
There's nothing like a little fireworks.
Robert, meet Jake Kahn.
Hi. How do you do?
Leanne said that you might help me. What have you got?
Usually it's drugs.
Yeah, usually.
Jake Carnes, hell. That's Jack Curtis.
Your voice. I know you.
You know each other.
Let's just put it this way. He's not exactly an old friend.
You go in here at your own risk. I'm told this man is very dangerous. And, thank you for the contribution.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Are you okay?
Am I okay? I'm fine. I'm done. Never better. I'm fine. No, I'm not okay. How can I be okay? The last time I saw Norris, I was waving bye-bye to him when we sent him upriver. Here he is with a new name, a new scam, and a brand new face. That's cute, right?
Have you told the police you're a cop?
How do you think I got here? Norris or Sawyer, whatever he calls himself, he's got the brass in his pocket.
I was afraid of that. I'm going to go to the Governor General.
No, wait. You're not going anyplace, Roxanne. Come on, stop. Not until we get an ironclad case. You go in now. We'll just look like fools. This is Norris's turf. It's not ours, remember?
In the meantime, what happens to you?
Well, if they wanted me dead, we wouldn't be having this nice little conversation, right? No, they just want to know how much I know. I plan to make that as difficult as possible.
But how do we get you out?
We don't. We leave that in the hands of Wally's federal friend, remember? You know, there's just something about that guy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You just can't help but trust him.
I just hope Wally remembers which one of them is in charge.
Mr. Poole, please pick up the house phone. Mr. Poole, house phone, please.
Hello, Captain.
If you're here to get your fellow policeman out of jail, I suggest you forget it.
On the contrary, if Lieutenant Curtis has broken any of your laws, he must be held accountable. You and I understand that very well, don't we, Captain?
What do you mean?
Only that we're both hard-working, honest officers, doing our best to enforce the law.
I do work very hard, that's true, but...
Lieutenant Curtis and I were sent down to San Cristobal to bring back one of the most wanted criminals in the States.
Who is this man?
His name is Otto.
Never heard of him.
He's in your country, because he just embezzled over $15 million from the federal poverty program. He has the money with him in cash.
15 million?
Working together, we could make the biggest bust in history. We could take the money,
Go on.
put it back in the poverty program, where it belongs.
Where it belongs, of course. And how could I help you in this?
The man I mentioned to you before, the one others come to San Cristobal to see, he could lure Otto out.
You mean attracting a bad apple with another?
Exactly. All I ask is that you use whatever contacts you have to pass along the information.
I have a good feeling about you, Officer Nebuchadnezzar. I'll see what I can do.
Your check, sir.
$129.30.
Phone call for Walter Nebuchadnezzar. Phone call for Walter Nebuchadnezzar.
Walter, how did it go?
I don't know yet. I've planted the seed. Now we'll have to cultivate it.
Plant? Cultivate? Walter, if you'd told me we'd be gardening, I'd have told Cursor to raise up dungarees.
Wally, I've been looking all over for you.
Shh. Anyway, you're gonna have to make a big impression.
An impression? I understand. I'll be good-looking, charming, witty.
Wrong. The word is rich. Have lots of money and spread it around. If everything goes right, you'll be hearing from Liang. Any questions?
Well, just one. What do I do after I play hard to get?
Do you remember Rhett Butler and Gone with the Wind?
Got it.
Nine's a winner.
And another 5,000 on 8. The hard way.
I've been watching you all night. There's just something I've got to ask. What makes your collar glow like that?
It's an electromagnetic field caused by the impingement of my world on yours.
No wonder my sequins keep falling off.
Here we go.
9. Oh, I mean 8. Hard 8, the winner.
Buy yourself a drink.
Mr. Otto,
That's right.
my name is Liang Lu. You are going to lose all that pretty money.
So what? I'm very rich.
You are not going to be rich for very long if you keep throwing it away. Could we go somewhere and talk?
Well, I'm enjoying myself here.
There are other kind of enjoyment.
Why don't you go buy yourself a bunch of new sequins? Now, what can I do for you?
It's what I can do for you. Like protect you. Perhaps even from yourself.
Has it occurred to you if I wanted advice on what to do with my money, I would have asked for it?
Sometimes it is very difficult to ask for what you want the most. I know a man, a very successful man. He could see to it that your wealth grows more rapidly than you ever imagined.
Gambling can do the same thing.
Ah, but here the only risk is not accepting Mr. Sawyer's invitation. And perhaps missing the opportunity of a lifetime. Talking about opportunity. What do you think?
I'll follow you anywhere.
I think perhaps you misunderstood.
Did anyone ever tell you there's fire dancing in your eyes?
You make me tingle all over. I think I better go.
I must make a note to try this again sometime.
Nice work, Otto.
It was really quite an enlightening experience.
I'll bet it was.
You didn't even set up a meeting with him.
Yes? Liang. 480 Calderon. Yes, I have the address. Oh, and tell Mr. Sawyer I look forward to meeting him as well. Thank you.
When does he want you there?
Right now.
Then we better get going. Roxanne?
Don't worry, Wally. I can handle my part, too.
Okay.
Operator?
If you want to be part of this conversation, Walter, I suggest we merge.
Believe me, Mr. Otto, you're talking to a man who should know. The world is running out of safe havens for people like us.
You seem to have done well for yourself here in San Cristobal.
Yes, you could say that. But those days are just about gone.
I'd be sorry to hear that, considering I have come all this way.
Mr. Otto, I'm going to be very honest with you. You see, I have a police captain whose palm needs more grease than a steam locomotive. And the political situation changes faster than the weather.
And do you have a better alternative?
Yes, I do. A place where it's impossible to break the rules. Why? Because I make the rules. My own island, Mr. Otto. 600 acres of the sweetest soil on the entire planet.
No police, no politician. Nothing but swaying palm trees, white beaches, and beautiful native girls.
You paint a pretty picture.
We can't even begin to do it justice. You'd have to see it to believe it.
And what would I have to do to share in this paradise of yours?
For a man of your wealth, the financial obligation would be nominal.
All that's required is that you bring what you have to invest to a deserted airstrip at the north end of town by noon tomorrow. We'll take care of the rest. Every light on the island will soon be on. It's the most electrifying event you've ever seen.
Every light on the island.
Are you all right?
Oh, just a little unsteady on my feet.
The Festival of Lights has begun.
Otto, we gotta get out of here, fast.
I know. If you'll excuse me, until tomorrow.
Better follow him so he doesn't get lost. And take Johnson with you.
Hurry, Otto.
It's the Festival of Lights. It's draining my power. Sorry, Walter. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Hey, who are you?
Wait for me over there. Going somewhere, Mr. Sawyer?
Well, I wasn't aware that I had to file my flight plans with you.
The off chance he might have forgotten our agreement, I'm sure he won't mind if I come along.
Well, you seem to act as if I'm not going to return.
Let us just say I intend to insure it. I wouldn't want to lose the San Cristobal police's greatest benefactor.
Hello?
Where did he come from?
Oh, hello, Mr. Otto. Glad you're here. We're about to leave without you.
Really? Then you'd have missed this.
I believe this is mine.
Yes, 50-50.
Hey, what's going on here?
Woody? What's going on, my dear Mr. Otto, is you're about to be taken for a ride. Now move it.
Oh, the frantic pace of jet setters. And it isn't even a jet. Still tingling?
San Cristobal is quite beautiful from the air, don't you agree?
So are its women. But that I have found can be deceptive.
I'm sorry, Mr. Otto. I really became quite fond of you.
An absence will make it even fonder. Woody, cop first.
Hey, what are you doing? What?
Come on.
Hey, what? Hey, wait a minute.
I believe I'm next.
Is he nuts?
Where is he going?
What's he doing?
Good thing I'm not afraid of heights. Cursor? Walter, fancy meeting you here.
Very fancy indeed, Otto. I should have known you wouldn't let me down.
Ah, but down is just where we're headed.
Yes, but I prefer this easier way.
Well done.
All right, Johnson, take us back.
The money, it's gone.
It can't be.
Otto, he must have taken it with him.
Unless you found a way of hiding it.
Captain, I didn't hide anything. There was a lot to lose for both of us.
Well, in that case, we had to go back and find another prospect. Is that right, partner?
Partner.
My, Otto. What do you suppose took them so long?
You. It's impossible.
You're supposed to be...
Dead.
What a shame. I guess the charge will only be attempted murder.
For us, maybe, Walter. But there's still all those other people you killed.
You're all under arrest.
Not me, he's the one you want.
Me? It was his idea. Romano was a full partner.
He forced me into the deal.
He said he'd have me arrested if I didn't do it.
He lured everyone over here.
He took half the money.
Oh, why don't two of you just shut up?
I couldn't have said it better myself.
So there never really was a dope deal, eh?
Never. Norris, in his new identity as Robert Sawyer, found guys who desperately needed money, waved some big bucks in their faces, and then he killed them.
And you put an end to it. A great job by a great cop.
Captain, I didn't do it by myself.
Oh, you see that? That's why Curtis is a great cop. Loyalty. I really admire that. Like fertilizer, credit is no good unless you spread it around, right, Jack?
You bet, Captain.
You know, I'm glad to hear that Caldwell and Nebuchadnezzar were a lot of help. You forgot to go through channels, boy.
I didn't have any choice, sir. My friend, the federal agent, told me how important it was, so I...
Well, let this be a lesson to you. You went down there like real cops without this gadget here. And nobody missed it. Nobody at all. You know what? 3 good cops. No, 4. Counting the Fed. That's what cracked that case down there. Not this damn contraption.